Morning, everyone. It's Thursday morning, February the 3rd, and it's 8:38. And since it's Thursday, it's claims day. Claims were good. Initial claims were down 23,000 to 238,000, and continuing claims were down 44,000 to 1,628,000. Also on the board was Q4 productivity and unit labor cost. Productivity was up 6.6 versus 4.4 expected, and unit labor costs, which were expected to be up 1%, were only up 0.3%. To give you an idea of how the market looked at that, at 7:45, the Dow was down 44, Nasdaq down 310, S&P down 44. At 8:29, right before the numbers came out, the Dow was down 90, 311, so basically unchanged from earlier in the Nasdaq, and down 51 in the S&P. As of right now, the Dow implied open is down 85, S&P down 52 and a half, and the Nasdaq is still generally in the same place, being, well, now it's down 347. So a little bit softer there. Um, that is clearly the follow through on Spotify and Meta, Facebook, uh, which is trading at 251 down 72. Spotify 170, 140 down 20 and a half. And on the earnings side, we had Ralph Lauren this morning with a beat. It had closed yesterday 113.67, up 16 cents. This morning traded as high as 125 and low change. Last is 123, up $9.33 or 7.3%. And of course, tonight after the close, we have Amazon. And Amazon is down about 3% right now, down about 100. Um, Asia and Europe are mixed. But there's something going on in the UK that people need to be aware of. The UK has had some pretty sketchy energy policies, and that's coming home to roost. There's an energy um, cabinet, I guess, a group that every 6 months gets to tell the UK energy providers how much they can raise rates. Now, it's October 1st and April 1st are the dates. In October, the rise was 12%, but they just approved the April 1st rise, and it is going to be devastating, both to their economy and to the individual man on the street. They are allowing power, which is heat and energy, up 54%. So if you are paying $100 a month in energy costs, which I'm using just because it's a round number, it certainly is higher, I would think, most anywhere, you would be paying $154 next month. So, that cuts into what people can spend on anything that is discretionary. And it puts a pretty big hit on what they can spend for the necessities. The way that it has been explained is that, it's going to put a major part of the country in what is considered to be uh, energy poverty, where you have to decide whether you're going to have heat or whether you're going to have food. So it's a very tough situation. Maybe a monarchy is not the best way to run a country with, a revolving door for prime ministers. But this is really going to hurt the people. I cannot imagine. I mean, they're trying to do things like give tax breaks and rebates and anything that they can figure, but the money is still going to have to be spent, and it's going to be very tough. Chart on the screen is the nat gas. And as far as Great Britain goes, nat gas is a pretty major issue because their wind is not producing as much as they need, and nobody wants to burn coal. Um, but they have been buying nat gas on the spot market. And as everybody knows, with the exception of this move from last November or October down, this move back on the upside in the depths of the winter. I mean, we bottomed here in around Christmas time. Spot market, as we've seen in the action in the UNG and the nat gas, is pretty extreme. Now, this morning we're down 10.4%. Nat gas is 4.94, down 56 cents. That's pretty extreme. Less extreme than yesterday's move to the upside, which was up 75 cents or 16%. So if you're in the cash market, in the spot market, trying to buy nat gas, this is a problem. All right, everyone. Dow now down 132, and Nasdaq down 370. S&P still in that 58, 59 area. It's going to be a pretty ugly day. And I also want to mention, all of those things that when you first heard about them seemed to be unimportant, or you couldn't figure out how people were actually going to do something, is really coming home to roost in our markets. Pinterest down sharply. It's had its own problems relative to the old takeover rumors that were there, but Pinterest has gone just since October from a high of 66, currently trading 24. Snapchat, you know, set the world on fire. The stock went from a low of under $10 to a high in September of last year of $83. Not looking so great down here at 26 and a half, down 5.5. So, a lot of those things that common sense wise didn't make sense to you, they didn't make sense to anybody as soon as there was no more free money around. So, have a good day. Be careful out there, and I'll be back tonight.